You're listening to The Angry Designer, where we cut through the industry bull to help frustrated graphic designers survive and thrive.
My friend and I, when we were in like grade school, I think grade 4 or grade 5, he would come up to me. He would say, "Pretend like I'm going to pretend to smack you across the face and you clap your hands and fall away." Yeah, visited the principal's office like that. It's like, honestly, he didn't hit me. I swear, we faked it. It's like, that sounded real.
That sounded real. Oddly, well, coincident. My daughter did this to me last night. Yeah, I have a giant fucking bay window in my bedroom, like faces out, and we were just like chatting. And she's like, "Here, Dad, your back's towards the window. Let me pretend to punch you, and you move." And she starts wailing on me, and I'm like, "You're supposed to pretend, not for real." What? It's kind of the same, but different.
Yes. It's the fake gone horribly awry.
Yeah, it was her excuse to actually beat
Just
me
to beat
up.
you.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I said it was
I
just...
told you to move.
Oh, she scares me now.
Yes. That's the sad part where they get to that age where you're like, "Oh my God, they're almost as big as me."
She's tall.
Yeah,
Holy,
yeah.
that was tall.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll
Funny.
take you one day. Big elbow to the forehead or something.
So what's up? How was your day?
Hold on. It's been pretty good.
I see you drinking.
I feel lonely.
I see Sean is drinking. I'm not drinking. Look at this. I'm not drinking. I'm gonna try to do this one sober tonight. Not out of choice. Because I got some sort of stupid thing in my eye. What is it? What is it called? A sty.
A sty.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like all gross and cringy looking and stuff. And,
That's not that bad.
And well, I think it's bad.
It's probably uncomfortable because it's right in your eye. You must be able to
right
see
there.
it.
I know.
Every time you look down, I'm
it's
looking
like
like
it's there, right?
Yeah,
It's like I have a giant thumb in my eye. And it's like,
not fun.
and it's funny because then I was like, "Doc, I guess I need some sort of pills." And he's like, "Yeah, we'll put you on these antibiotics." And it was Tuesday night, and I remember I was like, "Huh, I wonder if I can still have a drink with these." So I look up on the internet, can you mix alcohol with whatever the hell it's called? And it's like, short answer is no. Unless you want your heart to explode instantly.
Oh
And
my God.
I was like, I don't think I want to chance that.
Don't risk that, man.
I'm sure you guys understand, okay? So sadly, I get to sit here and watch you drink. So go ahead, you can have your first drink.
You can
and I'll just
you can sniff my breath later on. Cheers.
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 Ching.
Clink.
Oh,
it's just old stuff that we've had before. So
which was that?
We're not going to crack
Dunrobin.
Hey. So we're not going to crack anything new. Just
Right.
not until next week.
I appreciate.
Yes,
I do appreciate that. Oh, this is the one that has that medallion here, right? Look at that, and it's already like getting gross and crusty, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyway.
Jeez. Can't get good stuff anymore.
So going back to this whole cringy looking thing on my face.
oh yeah.
Right. I figured, hey, you know what? What a great topic.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I kind of, look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, ooh, gross. And I, even though you guys are saying no, I mean, I'm like forcing it on you to look at me. So it's been such a cringy week that I thought, hey, let's create a topic on, cringy clients and things that clients do or say that are just cringeworthy.
Oh, I love
Because
it.
I know we've all had these,
yes.
and again, I've been working on these. I even had some of our own staff participate, give me some suggestions. We got some stories in here, and Sean doesn't know this list, so
it's one of those.
This officially, we're just gonna get right into this one, okay? Because you know what? It's summertime.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
people are just chilling. They're having drinks, right? Let's just take it. I'll take it back. I'll pump the brakes a little bit and just enjoy all that is clients.
Yes, that's right. We've hit them with some heavy topics over the last couple of days,
Absolutely,
a couple of months and weeks. But yeah, so we'll do something a little fun and a little light.
A little fun and a little lighter, right?
But also something that, harkens back to our roots and gets us angry.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can get angry about some of these, but they're definitely cringy. Okay?
Cringy. Oh, okay.
So again, if you don't know what cringy is, it's kind of like icky. It's kind of like you're like, ooh, I don't know if I like that, or I don't know if that makes me feel good. You know, and your face gets cringy, and you're just like, ugh. How else do you how do you describe cringe?
Yeah, that's totally it. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, but I was thinking like cringy, like, it just makes me so fucking cringy.
Well,
It makes
I'm sure
me angry.
some of these do too as well.
But you're right. Cringy is like, ooh, I can't wait for this list.
know,
This is
right?
gonna be awesome.
Well, and again, these are all legitimate shit that happens to us daily, or
Yes.
that we've encountered, even as quick like within the past 3 years. Okay, all
shit.
this stuff. Oh
Okay,
yeah, oh yeah.
all right.
You know, so 25 cringeworthy things clients say or do.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So number 1. When your client chooses your least favorite concept, and you're forced to work through endless amount of revisions, right? It's just like, you know, as soon as they choose it, you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have shown them that. And then you always try to convince yourself, well, you know, it's okay. I still created. It's still good.
still
and then
good.
they remind you with an endless amount of revisions. Oh, dude.
Oh, this is true. Or worst case, it gets into some sort of campaign that is an ongoing
And
thing.
then they force
And
you
then
to
you're
use
just
it
like, you've
every-
got to look at this
Can
thing.
you now make a social campaign out of this?
This is so good. We want our annual report to look like this. We want a whole web page to look like that.
Yeah. I can
God.
definitely say that this has happened, and we've even joked about this shit happening. All right, so that was number 1.
Ooh.
Okay, number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, when your customer sends you a 5-page Word doc of feedback that takes you an hour just to sift through. Okay, so it's like they almost like tell you their thoughts, their feelings, this, that, and amidst this paragraph, there's one change.
Yeah.
And then there's another paragraph, you know, about this, and there's a little bit about the company and our history and what we
Yes.
tried. Here's the other change.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly. Exactly.
And then when you give them back the work, they're like, well, didn't you get my changes? I put them in the document for you.
They were in the notes. It's like they're fucking having a conversation at somebody else over here. Do you think this should be blah blah XX and at whatever goes? Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe we'll just. And you're just like reading through it and going, what is where? How does this pertain to me? Yes, that's exactly it. You're right.
Yeah.
And the little tiny change down
And
the
the one
bottom.
change, right?
And a period here. Yes. Oh, God, that is cringeworthy.
Cringeworthy, all right? All right. Cringeworthy things customers say or do, number 3, all right? When they tell you they need it urgently, so you grab all the files and you send it in a WeTransfer, and then a month later you get an email from them saying, the transfer has expired. Something's wrong with the link.
Yes, I need to relink to this.
You said you needed it urgently, fucker.
Oh
Like,
my God, yes. Oh,
when you get that reply, you know.
They
you
sat
know.
on it. Yeah.
They just sat on it. I can't download the files you sent me. Here's a link.
We always send it with an expiry date for like a month, right? Yeah, so it's like, this rush job. You sat on it for more than a month. Bastards. See, this cringeworthy stuff is making me angry. But it is very cringy. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cringeworthy number 4.
Yeah.
When a client says they emailed you the images to use in the project, and all you see is an attached Word doc, you know, it's like, am I going to open up that Word doc?
What's going to be in there?
Everything's placed nicely on page 1, page 2, page 3.
Oh, God. Oh, yes. So
You know, it
that's-
never ceases to surprise me that we still actually get requests like this from customers,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we get that a lot, actually, which is really kind of sad. Right along with all their the little notes on the side.
On
there.
the side, oh my God, the edited version, which I still don't know how to get rid of. Okay, number 5.
Okay,
Cringeworthy
number 5.
things clients say or do.
Yes.
When your client explains your job to you, okay? In case you forgot. You know, they tell you things, how long it should take for you to do a certain project, how you should go about it, maybe where you should find the inspiration for this job. I love it when customers tell me how to do my job.
Yes.
Right.
That is the best.
But the deadlines part is the best. It shouldn't take you more than a couple hours. Right?
You guys are experts. You're the pros. You know how to do this. You can put this shit. You can put this website together in a couple hours. It's not a big. I laid it all out for you.
It's all done for you. Here you go in Word.
Yeah, what else do you need? Come on, guys. Yeah, that's absolutely brutal. The client-splaining.
I love that when a client explains you.
Yes, yeah, it tells you how to do your job. Thank you. I don't know how I got to here without you.
All right. Here's a legit cringy one. Okay, cringeworthy things clients say or do.
Yeah.
Cringeworthy thing. Cringeworthy thing. You'd think I was drinking. Cringeworthy thing clients say or do. Number 6. When the word Fiverr comes out of their mouth in any context. Okay? And this just makes you cringe.
Yeah.
Even if you keep a straight face, because you know one way or another they've been on that site. And everything you do, pricing, quality, whatever, they're going to compare it back to Fiverr. So you know it's like,
yes.
And this goes with all those damn sites, okay?
Yeah.
Every one of those sites.
That's right. Yeah, I could just hear that. Well, on Fiverr, and then ... Yeah, you're just
my daughter was on Fiverr last night. Have you heard of this new site called Fiverr? It doesn't even matter how, but it just makes you cringe when that comes out of the customer's mouth.
That's right. And a part B to that would be that same daughter that was on Fiverr. Her mom's got the proof for you. Maybe you should copy her work.
Yeah,
maybe this is what it should look like.
She takes art in
Look
high
how
school.
good it is.
Oh God! Well, hey, you know what? Here, let's just jump ahead to number 8. Then cringeworthy.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Did I skip ahead?
Cringeworthy number 8.
Yep.
When your client approves a design, only to have their know-it-all entourage rip it apart with stupid feedback. Oh. Well, my friend is a realtor. He's successful. He knows. My wife, she's really good at decorating the house. She knows. My daughter is in high school, takes art. She knows.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't apparently know?
The
fucking
designer.
graphic designer. Like, it's so true.
God.
I fucking get it. Like,
Yes.
it just why? Why do these people?
Yeah, why would you think that this is a
And it's your customer, so you're just smiling and you're taking it all, right?
Okay. I can't wait for this meeting to be over.
All right, cringeworthy things clients say or do. Number 7. When you agree to a tight deadline, work your ass off to get it done to that timeline. Give it to your customer, assuming they recognize this fucking tight deadline they put you on. And they give you a million fucking stupid revisions that have absolutely nothing to do with this tight deadline. They're all like, oh, can you do this a little bit more for the design? Can you find a different type of image? I understand that the person in this image is heading to the right. I think they should be heading to the left. Like, don't they understand?
Yes.
Do you know, I actually had to have that conversation with a customer and be like, we can make this deadline, but we got to have critical changes and nice to have changes. And they're like,
that's right.
Oh, yeah, I get that. I get that.
That's a nice way to do it. Critical changes, nice to have changes.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
good.
had to. We
it's
had
a
to put it
tiered
that way.
section. Yeah. It's
Because
like,
otherwise it was like, it's never going to get done.
Yeah.
You want this by that deadline. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're going to give it to you.
Yeah.
You got to, oh, man.
massive changes to the way it's going to look.
Yep.
That's a nice to have.
Yep.
You know, words, corrections to headlines or adding things to tweak
make
this.
the blue bluer, whatever, right?
Yes, those are critical changes.
Oh,
I
geez.
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That is
It's
that
so
is
true.
the cringiest kind of, and you're just like, you know that that's going to happen, and it drives you fucking nuts. Because
right?
you know the client. You know the client is kind of has a predilection for that kind of
absolutely.
behavior. Yes.
All right. Cringeworthy things clients say or do. Number 9. Okay. When your client says they want you to try something different, think out of the box. You know, they really want you to take it to the next level, only to then go back to the safe route and almost be offended with what you showed them. Oh, that's not our company. No, we can't do that. Just like we had customers that every time they wanted us to come up with a campaign, they're like, let's do something different this time. Let's think outside. Every time we get back to them, they were scared.
Like, what is this?
No. I appreciate your creativity, but
well, yeah, this is just too different for us. What the hell,
shit, dude?
Isn't that funny too? And it's like they think they want something, or maybe they don't even know what they want. I have no idea what the whole scenario is with that.
I think the reality is I think these customers, and often I think most of them, think they're cooler and more courageous than they actually
really
are. I think because everybody sees cool shit out there and they're like, I want the cool shit.
Right.
But then they're not, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, you know what? I'm going to go buy myself a BMW. And they pull up in a sand beige BMW. You know, with just generic tires that just kind of blends, and they're like, I got myself a BMW.
I got a Beamer. I'm so proud.
Sand beige.
Sand beige, the brown Beamer. Oh my God, did they even make those?
Yeah, sadly they do.
Wow, I bet you they sell like 4 of those a year.
Like for a year. Well, depending on what state you might, maybe.
Yeah, good point.
All right, number 10. Number 10, all right?
Number 10.
When they provide you an idea that they created a mock-up for you in Canva.
Oh, geez.
Not on brand. It doesn't use the right fonts that the brand has.
Yep.
It doesn't, horrible font, horrible image. And they're like, here, just clean this up. But this is basically what we want. You know, like I've had that a couple times with some of the interns that are working with our customers. And I clench.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, like.
I got one today.
Oh,
and it was like the hierarchy was the bold font down on the bottom is the subtitle.
Yeah.
And then the headline was smaller and light.
Sure. It's a default
and
template
I'm like,
in Canva.
What the hell is this? Like your hierarchy's not even correct.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and the colors are all fonts were off. Colors are all wrong.
Yeah, you know what?
Like, how am I supposed to work with this?
Right? I know, and that's exactly it. And it's like, I don't know if they are making it better or worse for us, because I can't replicate that shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. No, you don't want to do that because it's like, whoa, it's too cringeworthy.
Yeah. Speaking of cringeworthy, okay,
is there more?
Number 11. When your customer says inappropriate things in general, not necessarily to you, or they are just inappropriate on a whole, okay? You know who I'm talking about here. We've had a couple customers over the past years.
Is this the Tasteful Nudes?
Tasteful Nudes. we had a customer who, first time he met Caitlin, one of our senior designers, and he was on a Zoom call and he wanted to show us the tasteful nude pictures that he just bought for his living room. This was her first customer interaction.
Oh, poor Caitlin.
Oh, God. And then I had this other customer who he was constantly horny. Like everywhere we went, he was like, wow, did you get a load of that girl? Like, what, the waitress, his secretary? And it's like, he's not like, I was obviously not feeding into that. Right. But it's just like, what do? You just have to let him just speak and just kind of look the other way.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, okay. Part of the old boys club.
That's cringe club, right?
Yeah, that's totally cringe.
Or again, and I think I told you this story about
the salt guy, or the salt packs or something like that.
No,
there's a guy who had like salt licks, or he was eating salt.
Oh my God, that was so
packages.
disgusting.
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah.
And he carried salt squares in his
pocket.
That's
what it was, or like
because he was
or
on
something.
like a keto diet or something, and so anytime he felt his energy low, but that was
that's a different thing.
That was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's
but no,
strange.
the guy from BlackBerry. Remember I told you about the guy from BlackBerry? He was like super tall, handsome, right? Very handsome guy.
Really
we're walking down the hall, and as we're going to the the office because, you know, he checked me in or whatever. And then a girl walks by and he's like, hey, Cindy, you're looking great today. She's like, hey. Walks by another girl and he's like, hey, Juliet, I love what you're wearing. Looking good. Hey. And he's doing this to 3 or 4 girls. And then he turns around to me and he goes, Moss, you know the difference between, what did he say? You know the difference between a sexual harassment suit and flirting? I'm like, no, what? And he goes, how handsome you are. And I was just like, oh my God.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude. And that was total sleaze. But I mean, I was witnessing it because he's walking around and they're feeding into it. Was horrible. He's
The
like,
double guns?
yeah, there's the gun. And I swear I saw the guns. I swear. Holy cow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
That's cringy.
Cringy is when you have clients that are just inappropriate.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my
plain and
God.
simple.
Oh.
I'm sure people had this.
Oh, yes.
All right, number 12. Okay, cringeworthy things clients say or do.
Yeah.
When the client compares fucking anything to Apple.
Oh,
Right? I want it to look more like the Apple website. I want you to think like Apple does.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you actually do,
What would Steve Jobs do?
white space, lots of white space, lots of men. They're like, that's not what I
shocked.
wanted. There's nothing there. It's so blank and plain.
What are you thinking? I'm not paying for this white space.
That was the Tasteful Nudes guy. Just so you know.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I was everywhere, I tell you.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, geez. All right. Number 13.
Number 13.
Cringeworthy things clients say or do.
Yeah.
When a client asks you to open it live and make changes, edits on the fly with them. And you know, sometimes you think that you're just expediting that to you know, but it is such a horrible, cringy feeling.
Yes.
To have them watch you do this. You know, I don't know if it's just a matter that they can kind of get an idea into your capabilities and this and that, but it's just.
Yeah, that's hideous. Yeah, that's absolutely terrible because you got the pressure of doing this on the fly, and normally it's kind of one of those scenarios where this guy standing behind you is like he's designing it. You're his tool.
You're his tool now at this point, right?
Exactly.
There's no such thing as an edit.
Yeah,
They design for you.
This is the design thing.
Over the shoulder design, backseat. What is it?
Backseat
Backseat designing. Backseat designer.
That's right. It's like I saw a meme and it had like a pricing chart with that. If you design it with my help,
it's double the price.
It's twice the price. Yeah.
It's
like that's so true. Yeah, you're right. That is an awful, and I've had that before where the client's like, let's just get on a call and hammer this out.
I know. Did you have that here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And you think you're doing good.
Yeah.
You just want it done and over with.
Yep.
But at the same time, it just opens up Pandora's box, I tell you. Oh,
Yep.
dude,
Yeah,
horrible.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's definitely cringy. Definitely cringy.
Yep.
All right. Number 14, cringeworthy things clients say or do. When the client sets up a meeting to discuss his edits.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
Yes.
I'll send you my edits. Let's have a meeting to discuss these edits.
Oh my God.
And it just feels like such a waste of fucking time.
It is. And you know the worst part about that is it's a double waste for him because he's had to lay out this shit in the first place.
Yep.
Get on a call,
Yep.
and then he's gonna do it
go over
all over it again.
all over.
It's like,
The same
don't you
thing.
have anything better to do, my dude?
Why?
Yeah, like
Oh, God.
jeez. Yeah, you're right. That is like the ultimate cringe because you're just like
because you know when he's asking for that meeting, you're like, do I say yes or no?
How long is this going to take?
Often I'm just like, here, you know what? You did such a great job.
Yeah.
Let us do the edits for you as
Yes.
you describe them.
Yes.
And if we have any questions, we'll hit you up. And they're still persistent. No. I really think we should go through and talk them out. So you see where I have like point number 8, move to the left a bit. I don't want you to move it to the right. I want you to move it to the left.
left, yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
To the left.
No, your other left. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Cringeworthy things clients say or do. Number 15.
15.
Number 15.
Sad that there's so many of these.
Oh, God, there's 25 in
Oh,
total.
holy shit.
25. We're over the halfway mark, guys. Number 15.
Yeah.
When the client belittles or calls out other team members in front of them while you're present.
No.
Oh, dude, how awkward.
Has
And
that
we were
happened?
just talking about this. Yeah. Where they like literally the person's on the call looking at the Zoom and you could almost hear their mind thinking, what did I do to deserve this life? And they're like, well, they tried, but they didn't do a good job, which is why I'm now here
doing
to,
it,
to make sure it's, and, and it's just, this happened a couple times. I think this happened a couple podcast episodes ago where I was talking about how he literally threw me under the bus and he threw his VP under the bus. Remember?
Right.
And it was just like, why are you working for this guy? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I've had that happen. And we had that internally happen a couple times too. People were like, wow, you know what they just did?
Yeah.
They just totally threw their marketing manager under the bus in front of us all. And, it's just, and they don't do anything. That's cringy and awkward.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I've had clients say, what's going on with your designer here doing this? Like this has been nuts. And I'm like, no, everything is fine. Like you're the one who needs and through this thread, the marketing manager was on this and it's like, no, this works. Just all you have to do is put it in this way and shrink it down. Yeah. Kind of thing. Like telling her, this is how you're supposed to execute with this. For it. Yeah. This is how you're supposed to get it. It's done the size that we need. You just have to shrink it in your. It's like an email signature, right? Oh, yeah. And I was just like, it gutted me when she said, "What's going on with this designer?" Like,
as if the designer's the one who didn't know.
The designer's the problem. Yeah, it's like we've done this job 100 times. Yeah. It's not the designer's fault.
See earlier number when they tell you how to do your job better than you do.
Exactly. Like,
right?
Wow.
Yeah. Look back to number 5 when they explain to you how to do your job. Cringeworthy number 5.
That's right.
All right. Number 16. When the client asks to see incomplete work, and you know damn right that they're not going to understand that it's incomplete. They're going to look at it
and say it doesn't work.
And say, no, it doesn't work. It's not complete. That's not the text. Yes. Why is that text? Lorem ipsa. What is that? And it's just like, dude, this is why I don't want to send you incomplete work.
Exactly.
How many times has this happened? We just had to go through this today, literally.
Oh my God! Yeah. Really?
Like it was just like, no, we can't send it to you because it's not complete. I can see through it. Don't worry. No, you can't. I've already gone through this with you. Yes. You can't.
This is exactly why, when you stage a house, you have neutral house color, paint colors, wall colors, right? Because if somebody saw a bright red wall, oh my God, they'd flip out or something, right?
They can't
it's the exact
see
same thing.
Through it.
You can. This is where you're going, but halfway through a design,
you can't show them anything.
It's not what the complete design is going to look like,
right?
It doesn't work.
But they always ask to see, or they're just so excited. Can I see where you're at? Can I see where you're at?
Just a little peek.
Oh, jeez. No. All right, number 17. All right. Cringy things clients say or do.
Yeah.
When the client says, feel free to be creative.
Like that kiss of death.
Well, because that term, feel free to be creative.
Yep.
I am a designer.
Yeah.
My whole job, my whole premise of what I do is to be creative. Thanks for acknowledging that for me. And I will now do a better job because you just told me I should feel free to be creative.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if they just mean it out of the goodness of their heart or what, but dude, just feel free to be creative, Sean.
Feel free to be creative. It is kind of a double-edged sword because you love hearing that.
Yeah.
But it goes back to one of your other points where it's like you do something and then they're just like, whoa, that's not what I wanted.
That's not it.
That's too creative for me, for my little brain.
Okay. Number 18. Okay. Cringeworthy things. When the client uses design terms, jargon, or buzzwords incorrectly, okay? Because they're doing it to make it seem like they know what they're talking about, but then they just fuck everything up because they're like, you know what? I want you to use a serif here, but they're actually talking about a script font, you know? Like they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Serif font, you know?
And then when they realize they fuck up, then it's even more cringy because then you don't know what to do. It gets really silent. It's just then everybody just shuts up. All right. Cringeworthy things clients say or do. Number 19.
Nice.
Okay. When the client asks you to remove a watermark or remove someone's logo on a picture so they can use that picture, and it's just, right?
Yeah.
That just feels so wrong to do when they do that.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, right? And I mean, I've had that, and you know they shouldn't be doing it.
Yes.
And you're kind of like, you try to veer them this way, or they try to convince you, just grab it from Google and change stuff on it. And you're just like, oh, dude, you're putting me in a bad spot here because I don't want to be difficult.
But we really, this is not a licensed item. Yeah, we can't really use this. So please.
Yeah, that happens.
But you know, the funny thing is, I see all these tutorials of guys who are like amazing on Photoshop taking out all those little,
I know,
all those little watermarks.
From,
like where you get from Adobe stock and stuff like that. I'm
absolutely.
Like, damn, that's some heavy duty shit.
They get this now, I know, but that's just wrong.
But still, it's not right. I know
it's not right.
There's a code that we follow. You
Kind
know what I
of,
mean?
right?
And
it's like,
And I understand that you're trying to get something done fast, which is why you would steal an image.
It's just kind of like unethical, right? At that point.
But
I get it.
You're taking all that time to get rid of that watermark.
Yeah. It's just like, just pay the money for the stock.
Just buy
it's like $50.
Yes,
it's like $100 for an image. Like, just do it.
And then bill it back, and then away you go.
All right.
Ooh, that's cringy.
Yeah, that's a cringy one,
that's
right?
a real moral cringy.
Here's a cringy one. Number 20. When the client asks you for your cell number but promises not to abuse it. Yeah, and I've had to give it out a couple times because certain customers, VPs, this, that, you don't want to seem like you're unreachable. I mean, shit, we don't even have a phone in this office.
Yes, this is true.
In all fairness. But it's like, has there been one or two that have abused it? Well, not to me, but some of our lady employees were abused by it. And they would get calls after hours. One fucking girl, she got a call at like 2 a.m. She sent a text saying, why are you not responding to my text? It's just like, it's 2 a.m.
For real?
Needless to say, that was the last time he was allowed to message her.
Yeah, that's not good.
Again, right? Abuse. But it's cringy because they ask, you shouldn't.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's often the only number you have.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So.
Oh, that's
right.
That's bad. And it's I always go back to your, there's never any graphic design emergencies on the weekend.
There absolutely isn't, right?
You know what I mean?
Give it to them.
Yeah,
there will be one.
Somebody's gonna have to get and it's I get it. If you're working on stuff on the weekend, you can't guarantee that everybody else is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, it's not fair to assume that everybody is available to you
on
Saturday and Sunday.
It's quite the narcissistic complex they
it
have,
really
right?
Is.
Absolutely.
It really is, yeah. At least ask, you know? Like, say on
you know what I do? I don't respond after hours and weekends, and I always say, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah.
I automatically don't respond after 6 o'clock or over weekends, which is a lie.
No,
because if he was a customer I liked, I would.
Totally do that.
Totally, I would. Hey, what's up?
But if a client said to you on Thursday, "Look, we need to push this through for Monday," you would work your hardest on Friday, and if there was ever stuff that needed to be done, you would do it on Saturday, right?
But just
but it's not. Some people would take advantage of that.
Absolutely,
yes,
they do.
And you don't. And when you ask for when they ask for your number, that's them getting ready to take advantage of it.
100%, right? They're ready.
Yeah, they're like on the edge, and this is the push that they need. Oh yes.
All right.
Hi, I'm in church. I just wonder how that brochure's coming on. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah,
the preacher was just talking about the end of the world, and it made me realize that this brochure, if it's not done by tomorrow, it's going to be the end of the world for you. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Exactly.
All right. Number 21. Cringy things, okay? Client say or do. When a client tells you they've done this many times before, only to realize after the fact, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They've never done this. They're blowing everything. But that whole term is, I've done this many times. Every time you hear that, a little cringe goes through because that generally means they don't know what the
They
hell
don't
they've
know
done.
what they're
They haven't
doing.
done a website project before. They
No.
haven't sent something to press before.
No.
They're relying on you for everything, and they're just messing it up. Oh yeah, make sure it's converted to RGB before we send it to the printer, please. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I'm gonna need that file in an RPG file
RPG,
format,
right?
please.
Yeah.
It's RGB.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. You guys are the professionals.
Yeah. All right, number 22.
Oh, God.
Number 22, cringy things clients say or do. Mm-hmm. This actually happened. When the client parades you around their office, introducing you to everybody, but treats you like he's your pimp.
Oh.
I had the customer, arm around my shoulder, walks me through the whole office. Hey, this is the designer. This is the guy. If you need anything, you just come to me. I'll hook you. Hey, like I'm right there. I'm right there. And you could have just introduced me to him, but he's like, no, arm around me. Hey, remember I told you that awesome design? This is him. Look, say hi. Okay, if you need anything, you let me know. Dude, it was so awkward. I was like flattered but confused because I swear he was going to be taking a cut off of my ass on every project in that job.
Yeah, you want to talk to him? You come see me. Huh?
That's what it was. She's like, what, you just prove to people that we knew each other. Oh, that was so
That's
weird.
so weird. Maybe he was like, that kid that brings his new toy to school and his show's
said
gonna show everybody.
Well,
right? He's
okay.
so proud of it.
Thanks.
Either way, that's not good. That's
not
That is
good.
cringeworthy.
Okay, cringeworthy things clients say or do.
Yes.
Number 23, when your customer simply has no taste at all. No design taste. It's just bad taste in general. So no matter what you do and no matter how hard you try to make something look good, they just make it ugly.
Yes.
They can't trust you.
Yep.
They want it to look, so they look at it and it looks good and they just don't get it.
Yes.
That's so hard to deal
That
with.
is the worst. That is the worst. And you kind of pray for one of those clients that are like that.
Yep.
And then just gives everything to you and just doesn't question what you do.
Yeah,
But
right.
those are unicorns in this field. You know, normally it's like they see it and it's like,
Yeah. No, that doesn't really work, does it?
no. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, that's terrible.
Terrible. All right, number 24.
Yikes.
Almost done, guys.
Okay.
Almost done.
Okay.
Cringeworthy things clients say or do. Number 24. When the client says, work your magic.
Oh.
Or let your creative juices flow. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? This almost goes back to that earlier one about
totally.
like, hey, thanks. I can be creative today. I'm a graphic designer. That's what I do. Work your magic.
Yes.
It's a button.
It's a button.
It's just a button that we push that just, it's creative. It's like there's no process involved. There's no experience on how we
That's
get
right.
here.
Yep.
It's just like, hey,
Yep.
you know what? Just
press
work
that
your
button.
magic.
Where's that magic button on the Mac keyboard?
Yeah, right? Yeah. There's no thought or logic or process behind anything of what we do.
Yes.
It's just
It's
magic.
just magic. Yes, exactly. What is this, Harry Potter? Jesus.
And number 25, the most cringiest thing of all,
Oh, God.
the term creative juices.
Creative juices.
Like that's just, you should never ever hear that.
What does that mean?
It's so cringe.
Now I just got what I think it might mean, and it's just like, oh.
Ooh, yeah, right. So again, never ever ever say that. Repeat that. And if you start an agency, do not call it creative juice. Oh, fuck.
Unless, of course, you're two ladies named Juice.
Yeah.
Creative
That's
juices.
funny. He's the creative juices. Hi, I'm Juice. Hi,
And then
I'm Juice too.
Yeah. We're the juices. We're creative.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
But that's the only time you should
the
ever
only
use.
time you
You
can
should
name
ever
names.
use that term. Yes, that's. I'm going to stop using that because that's disgusting. when I
It
think
is
about
disgusting, Sean. Right up there with moist.
Moist.
That's another cringy one.
Moist.
That's in another episode. So there you
God.
have it. 25
Wow.
cringeworthy things
Wow.
graphic designers go through and hear from their clients.
I'm going to need a shower after this because this is really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we've all kind of experienced a lot of these.
We
But
certainly have, and that's sad that some of those we've actually had to experience.
to the
yes.
experience. And some
Yes.
of these are funny. Some of these are just
Yes.
wrong.
The marketing
Downright
managers and people getting thrown under the bus right on the call.
Oh,
and,
dude.
Oh, that's gotta be awkward.
I know. I should play you back some of those
Oh,
meetings and actually
jeez.
experience. It's just,
I
I'm
did-
like, wow.
I did kind of hear one of them through my headphones, and it was just like,
yeah.
you know,
Who's he throwing under the bus next?
yeah, exactly. and this guy's notorious for that. And,
Yeah.
and you've got a pretty good handle on how to treat him, but
Yeah.
still,
But I mean, the treating him is now is just like it's at the end of the road.
it's getting to the point
He's
where
done.
it's like,
well, no, I mean
don't need
we're
this.
finishing their website and then we're done with them.
And then,
Already told them that.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
So I mean, there comes a time and a place, and
Yeah.
you know, you can only push so far.
That's
right.
exactly
And
it.
again, cringy just turns to wrong
Yes.
after a while,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So
It
yeah.
just everybody has their limits, right?
Absolutely.
Yours is pretty far away, but still, I mean,
Oh, I got thick skin.
yeah, you do
for doing
yeah,
this for so
yeah,
long.
You do. But you managed to you could work this guy, and you kind of you had the right attitude.
It's just become exhausting
dealing,
now,
but it's
right?
exactly
That's
it. It's just like you get a certain point where this cringy behavior is beyond the
Yeah,
pale.
there's no
and
help anymore.
it's it's going to be this for the rest of your time
Yeah.
with this dude. So
And we just don't want it.
and yeah, and you
that's
don't,
the
you don't
case,
need
right?
it. You don't need it at this point. Right?
Exactly.
And you feel bad for the next guys coming in.
Oh God.
'Cause, woo,
Nobody will take them.
creative juices. You girls are going to have a tough time with this
yeah,
client.
Yeah. Oh, nasty.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope
That
this
was
was kind
awesome.
of fun.
Yeah,
I think
it
this
was
was
great.
a fun list that we kind of went through, and then everybody can share and experience the pain.
Yes.
the pain of this. Okay.
Hopefully you'll get to be there too someday.
Yeah. Right. All right, everybody. I hope you like what you've heard. You know where to find us. I mean, we're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. You know, you can watch the cringy faces, but you will not see this thing in my eye because I'm so far away from it.
Yes.
I've kept a distance, so you won't cringe looking at me. All right.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's pretty cringy. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. My name is Massimo.
My name is Sean.
Stay creative.
Stay angry.